Welcome, thanks for joining me. We're revisiting my Arduino CNC. Today we're looking at my home-built, do-it-yourself Arduino powered 3-axis CNC machine. I have other videos on the build of this, should you care to look into it further. I've just moved the position of the machine in my workshop to give myself more room, more daylight, and hopefully better access will mean more use for the CNC. So let's have a little look around it. Here we see the Arduino board mounted on 4 standoffs with a GRBL 3-axis shield that plugs directly into the top of the Arduino Uno, and it gives me control of 3-axis CNC. As you might guess, that's X, Y and Z. When the CNC is moving, I'll come back to this view and we'll see the LEDs flash as each channel of the shield does its stuff. I've mounted it in an old power supply case which has decent fans should I think it needs them. Next part of the home build, a power supply. This one has 30 volt 10 amp potential. The GRBL shield running the steppers needs 25 volts, so that's what we see. There's no amp showing on the display at the moment. If I was to cut material, that bottom line of the LED display would show the amperage. We can control the voltage, the on-off switch, and we've got a few alternatives for power supply. Moving to the CNC, we've got a router, quite high powered, variable speed. I've converted it to fit in the CNC machine because it has decent size collets to take various router bits. I've actually cut away this part of the shoe for filming. That's the plunger. It was originally a plunge router, it's locked in the up position. And it's mounted simply with 2 clamps. An on-off switch. This is my device for keeping it on during operation. I can easily knock it off and have done. Looking around the CNC, 3-stepper motors, X with a drive, going down to the base, Y, and of course Z for the vertical movement. So we'll see all of these 3 when I run the test. I won't be fitting any bits in it on this test run. I just want to see that it all works as it should. Moving across to the software. This is the free easel software, absolutely super. Easily connected. It's a USB from the laptop to the Arduino. The Arduino gets power from the power supply. Everything controlled by easel software, sending the GRBL codes. For this test, I'm just going to ask it to simulate cutting out a star. There's the parameters I've set. You set the parameters of the material, you position it on your table. You can even jog the software to establish the 0-0 position on your table. But let's just do a test carve for now. So, clicking on carve. We go through the steps, confirming material thickness. Make sure it's secure, confirm the bit size, confirm work 0, this is where we would turn the spindle on. I'm not going to have it on for this test. I'll just buzz it for you to see that it is working. So we tell it that the spindle's on, even though it isn't. And now all that's left is to press carve. Bear in mind it thinks it's carving a star in a piece of softwood. We'll see that there is a certain amount of amperage drawn even though the cutter isn't cutting. That's the amperage drawn by each of the stepper motors. As promised, I'll zoom in on the Arduino Shield and we'll see the various LEDs flashing as each channel, each stepper motor gets a signal from the GRBL shield. All good stuff. Well, I'm happy that the CNC machine is doing its stuff. Now we're going to press the emergency stop on the software. You can see the progress bar where I've pressed the stop. The machine always goes back to 00, so all I would need to do next calf is to lower the Z-axis until the bit is just brushing the material to be cut. And back to the software. How did your calf out? We'll see that it looks great, and we're back in the default position. The great thing about easel is if I was to close the program for any reason, it would save my work. The next time I load it up, this piece of work would be saved in a library, so I could easily duplicate it. That concludes my test. I'm happy to say that the CNC move has been successful, and I can go on to using the CNC now that it's in the position it is, accessible, fully lit up. Get a lot more use, hopefully a few more videos. Thanks for joining me on this test run. Join me again soon. Bye.